On we go. My name is Summer Priscilla. We are back doing what we love to do. And of course, I'm bringing you all the trending stories on the net. And today, educators in the news were here for, last year, December, there were, some videos I don't want to talk about a lot of times because it has to do with, people's nudity. And so we were talking about it with discretion. Of course, Glitz Africa is the one powering rants and bans and confessions. They had their last episode and now they have a new episode with new, hosts in there. Educator and Hayford, are on as guests and we saw a snippet of them a while ago, throwing banters at themselves, whether he was paid or not. But before anything, that's my submission about the video. We are Ghanaians, we are Africans, and of course, people's sexuality has to be respected. But I think a lot of homosexuality is being, accepted and talked about most oftentimes in recent times, and it is done without decorum. Children are watching, adults are watching, teenagers are watching, and we have to find a way to talk about these topics in order to educate children growing up in the future. In my absence, a lot of things have happened, and I beg your pardon, kindly forgive me. I didn't even tell you that I was leaving. I was far away in, Asante Achim, Agogo, helping a friend to bury the father. She goes by the name Abna Payola. She's very popular. She's an influencer on TikTok. A big shout out to the team. We did a good job, and we are back to our car. Those of you saying that we traveled and that we didn't have anything doing, blah, 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 stuff like that. Yes, we are unemployed. That's why we're all about in Kumasi helping our sister give her father a befitting burial. In my absence, a lot of things, I saw a lot of stories trending, and then I couldn't even talk about them. I'm like, yo, girl, you are going, and you couldn't even tell your viewers. You guys should all forgive me. You see, reason why I should be forgiven is that Real Madrid stood there aimlessly and my Arsenal for sure 3-0 yesterday. Like, hello Madrid for Madrid. Madrid fans, Michiamu, so be here. Anyway, big shout out to Hala Madrid for you. You guys are doing a good job. Oh, you did a good job yesterday. Goes na number. Goes na number. And then congratulations to us now. I don't really like them, the Gunners, because my uncle is a Gunner himself. But anyways, back to my story and in my absence, DJ Awana of Multimedia, which is of Adum FM, died. In my absence, that's it. And the former Indian ambassador to Ghana also died in my absence. That of Abadope is a mother of a newborn baby girl in my absence. And a lot of things trended in my absence, but hey, it's good to have me back. Aren't you happy to see me on your screens again? I think you are. Educator is in the news, talking about, stuff they did in the past in their private room, which I think shouldn't even come out. That came out for some reason. A lot of people be saying that these social influencers are not even influencing our generation positively. So if sexuality will be talked about, it should be done in the private space, because what people do in their private room shouldn't be a topic for discussion outside. I said in my last episodes that sex and having private times with our partners in our rooms should be a topic for discussion only in our private space, unless it has to do with education, medical, social intervention policies, and we are doing things to, help the next generation. Other than that, I do not think homosexuality should openly be talked about, especially with people who are involved for just merely entertainment purposes. I know people are depressed in this country, but I beg your pardon, that is my point of view, honestly. I know people have wide variety of fantasies and people want to try stuff. I've heard people say, oh, they would want to, have a thing with multiple people at the same times. Like you hear people's fantasy and they are wild. People even want to have, I don't want to say it. I'm just choosing my words carefully because people are actually watching. And these are people I do not want to offend with my words. But I think anything private should be discussed private. Not to even talk about homosexuality with people that are involved. It has nothing to do with education. It has nothing to do with medical, purposes. It has nothing to do with social intervention purposes. So if it is merely for entertainment, I think that's, or what do you think? I think that something should be done about it real quickly so that the next generation, the children because the internet never forgets. So that is my point. If you are posting something in there, we should know on and on and on, it will come back to bite us. This was said by Sawame here. when the bedroom video of her and then her Fritz came out. Later, when she had been able to deal with all the ordeal, she came out to say that, Mpacho, don't say you're having fun. Make sure you are being responsible for your actions and your inactions. Anyway, let's let that slide and go to the next story I have for today. My next story for today, Olivetheboy Brabuns says I should tell you and ask you, are you ready for what is coming out of the blue? And it is happening on the 10th of this month at La Boma, and it is his album Listening. The title is Out of the Blue. Olivetheboy in the past few years, after Good Sin, has given us good, great music to listen to. Oh, Professor Trimp now when you're oh boy, I'm a boy for more numeti. Oh, girl, person, job when you're numeti. Oyere ne nadamfo boss beda wo mo office na de ade ni na ope nwum bi etie de akyekere ore a obetimi nya bi etie oyere nso botu for we kyere wona ope bi etie obenya bi etie. Olivetheboy has stand the test of time, and looking at his streaming platforms, you could clearly see that he's getting a lot of people streaming his songs, not even in Ghana alone. People are streaming his songs in countries, you would think, be like, yo, man, this guy is far gone. Of course, he's bringing you something very new. You all should anticipate. He said, I should ask you, are you mentally ready for what is coming out of the blue? And that's the title of the album Listening that's happening on the 10th at La Boma. I know it's strictly by invitation. The song will come on streaming platform, pay and listen exclusively, and that's how we support artists. Congratulations to Olivetheboy. I'm glad I saw you grow, and you have grown into the man that I'm proud to say I knew to see how you started. Good luck to you on Friday, and I hope you give us good music in the coming years. In my absence, also, one of the stories that was trending, it didn't really trend, but the topic I want to talk about has to do with Lali Lola, the Pepper Dem hits maker, who at a point people were throwing banters and, fighting over them on Facebook that they didn't deserve the category they were given in the TGM this year because they have attended a lot of events rather than giving us songs that we can actually relate and dance with. I was talking to my producer a while ago about these twins who are musicians here in Ghana, and he was like, I only know their face. I don't really know what they do. So red hair is a signature hair that people actually know Lali and Lola for. And for some reasons, I don't know why, people are saying they did it for clout. They want to be heard or seen, or they are doing something to stay relevant in the creative space, which has to do with them cutting their hair and releasing a media release, communicate to the media that they are actually taking off their signature red hair in order to preach peace, in order to settle the feud between Shatta Wale and Stonebouy. My big question is, do you think cutting your red signature hair as your brand could actually settle musical feud or fight between musicians in Ghana? In my point of view, having, misunderstanding among those creatives as musicians in Ghana and even across the world is actually healthy and makes artists grow. Because for some beef, we didn't know some people could actually rap in this country, and they have punchlines and rap lines and rhythms, and they could arrange songs like that. So clearly, cutting your hair, well, you have your reasons. But for me, I do not think. At a point, Namwan has signed Shatta Wale, Stonebouy, Joy Blessing, I beg your pardon, and all the other artists we knew about here in Ghana, trying to, create some bond and love between them. We saw Nanaba and Namwa engaging Stonebouy and Shatta Wale at a point in time, thinking, say, it will end there. And awards nights via at the feud naba bisinde we see a sabotage we see there's no love on the streets here and there. My point is that these things are actually healthy for the creative industry, and so I do not find it necessary for these twins to actually take off their signature red hair. People know them for them to try to settle. It can be done. My friends on Facebook says I should tell you people to concentrate on writing good songs, giving us songs we can actually relate to, songs we can vibe with, songs that can actually blow you into the limelight. Because till now, it feels like you people are, excuse my language, still emerging, but you've been around for a while. You threw music awards and nominating, you won an award, you have been going for events here and there. Like, it looks like you guys have misplaced priority. Intini, if you really want to do music, concentrate on music and do the music and do it well. Stop looking for cheap clouds, like cutting your hair and making people make peace when you know there will be no peace anywhere. My name is Amar Priscilla. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you for your patience once I was away. Now I am back, and worry not, my director has resigned from his work because I'm a Charlie. My name was size what? A big shout out to all my friends on TikTok watching me right about now. Ska, Akusia, I can mention all of you, Papilo, Nyamene Hene, Jags, and all others joining my live on Facebook today. I beseech you all to go to YouTube, look for my name, I'm Priscilla or Celeste Just Have, and then make sure you subscribe to the page and stay relevant in all I do. That's all I have for you to say, and it's a wrap. That is all I have for you today, and it is a wrap. Bye.